confidence. We talk a lot about confidence with people who come to discuss these topics with me. Some are worried about the lack of confidence in their corporate life. Some are worried about the lack of confidence with strangers or while they're outside on a hunt for that perfect partner, building their love life. Some are concerned about confidence in speaking, in communication. But in order to understand the question of confidence, you need to understand the question of unconfidence. What are those things that make you unconfident? Like with everything, it is always the mind. If a person, if a human lacks confidence, there's something in the mind. And here is something that I want you to, and I don't want you to, but one must meditate on if they're really interested in understanding that lack of confidence stems from a lack of understanding. Lack of confidence stems from understanding, lack of understanding of what you are and who you truly are. There is no overcoming of lack of confidence if there is no self-knowledge, if there is no introspection. And there is no self-knowledge and introspection if there is no sincere desire in understanding the inner workings of the mind. If you look at confidence closely, confidence comes from these three things: competence, indifference, and self-knowledge. Number one is competence. Confidence is a function of competence. What is confidence? It is a knowledge that you can do things that you want to do. And it's not some kind of academical knowledge, something you can accumulate and understand and do through conscious effort. If you've ever dedicated your life to mastery of one skill, if you've ever immersed yourself in that craftsman's mindset, you've come to an understanding that there are certain things at a certain level you grasp and you understand them not at the level of conscious competence, when you know what you do, how to do it, and what makes you successful, but it sinks to the level of unconscious competence. If you truly find masters in this world who are extremely proficient in a particular skill or particular domain, they won't be able to tell you how they do the thing. Honestly, if you ask me what's happening in the coaching process, I won't be able to explain it to you. There are many conversations with my clients that I have, and I'm surprised with the outcome myself. I'm as surprised or even more surprised as my coachees. And this is the discovery of the conversation, because I step in empty, without an agenda, fully listening, fully present, bringing in genuine curiosity, but I don't know what's going to happen. And sometimes the outcome of the conversation surprises all parties. But the insight that is happening, the insight that is taking place, is taking place within the person. It's not, the insight cannot be imparted. The insight happens in silence. It is an understanding towards which the person was guided throughout the conversation. And this is what truly is a source of confidence. Confidence is a function of competence. Once your skill becomes your second nature, once your mastery level is the level of unconscious competence, you do things not through conscious effort, like you have to think about this stuff. That's when confidence is coming from. Now the second thing is indifference. There's no imposition. I don't want to impose anything on you. And honestly, I don't care if you take seriously or not anything that you hear here. It's for you to explore what is true. But observe the mind and you will notice. Confidence arises when you're indifferent. When you drop the internal importance. Examples: approaching strangers. Men who want to approach beautiful women on the street. If you truly care about the outcome of the conversation, your palms will be sweating, your heart will be racing, your mind will be racing, your legs will be shaking, voice trembling. Everything is a reaction towards the increased importance, towards the attachment of the result of your action. But what happens if you drop the importance? What if you don't care? What if you detach yourself from the result of the potential outcome of the conversation? You go there, you engage, you start talking, you bring your best self, you bring your positivity, your energy, your best communication. And you go in without an agenda. That requires awareness. That requires an ability to detect that thought, that projection of the future, of the different scenarios that mind is drawing and painting for you. How much confidence would you have when you need to speak in public if you didn't care about what public thinks about you? Confidence arises naturally if there is indifference. But you don't care only if you know who you are. And that's the last piece. Self-knowledge. If you go on the street or meet strangers and someone calls you an elephant, it doesn't really shake you. Why? Because you know it's not true. In your mind, you are grounded in your self-identification. You are grounded in understanding of who you truly are. But what if people call you a fool? Or a fraud? An imposter? Or a fake guru? There is an internal reaction. For a mere second, the mind allows the possibility of those words being true. It happens for a mere second, and then, in the second that follows, another part of your mind gets very angry at the very fact that you have just allowed that possibility. Self-conflict arises. These are the inner workings of the mind. These are the things that require self-knowledge. And there will be no self-knowledge if there is no interest in self-knowledge. And there is no interest in self-knowledge if there is no desire to understand. And there is no desire to understand if there is no certain degree, certain level of desperation. People start seeking when they get desperate. I've tried everything. I've tried meditations and teachers and therapists and CBT, psychedelics. I tried distractions. I tried experiences. Nothing that external world gave me, nothing that I was seeking in the external world really gave me the answers I was looking for. That's level of desperation. When the remaining the same, remaining unchanged, is no longer an option. This is when the change happens. Transformation happens. Only when there is a level of desperation. That's when seeking starts. And if you truly want to understand, you will understand. But if you don't understand and don't want to understand, there's nothing that can help you. No gurus, no teachers, no self-help books, no 5-step-by-step articles. How to become confident. Playbooks don't work. Blueprints don't work. Advice is garbage. The world is full of advice. Internet is full of advice. Full of people who have no idea what they're talking about, because all they do is just to create noise. Just project their own egos into the world. Confidence is simple. The path to confidence lies through understanding. Understanding the thoughts that make you unconfident. That very thought that you're feeding with the energy of your attention creates the feeling and emotion of unconfidence. You won't find a solution for unconfidence as long as you're seeking for the solution for confidence. The very problem is in the very question. Telling yourself that you have a problem will keep the problem, will keep you in that chase of the solution. And the mind's gonna throw you into the question of what should I do instead? There's no should. No matter what people say, everyone is a liar. Most people are idiots. They create noise. They don't know who they are themselves. And I'm not here to preach or to teach or to convert or to prove that here is the truth, listen to me. I don't care. If this is something you want to take, that's your choice. Your confidence is a product of understanding. First, understanding of who you are lies through understanding what you are not. Who you are truly is that which remains after you eliminate everything that you are not. All the layers of falsehood, all the layers of illusions imposed by the world or self-imposed. Eliminate them. Eliminate those things that obscure the truth, and the truth will reveal itself. And once it reveals itself, ground yourself. There's no even grounding, just understanding of all the things that are not important. It's more of it's not an effort, it's not an investment of energy and hard work to truly ground yourself. It's just seeing. Seeing requires no effort. Effortless seeing of the things that are not important. All things are not important. Importance is a concept created by the mind. And guess what's happening once you create the importance, the concept of importance? Once the concept is created within the mind, it serves as a framework, a game in which you need to play. Once there is a concept of importance, you will now have to understand, okay, what is important, what is not. Once there is a concept of hierarchy, more important people, less important people, you'll have to play the game. You have to put yourself now somewhere in this ladder, in this pyramid. And it's always a zero-sum game because it's a status game. For you to be better or higher or superior to someone else, you have to put that person down. There must be a winner and there must be a loser. You will be creating losers. And you will be a loser for as long as you're playing that game. Lastly, purely tactical. Competence is a function of understanding, but confidence is a function of competence. Get really good at what you do. And you can't get really good at what you do if that's not your heart's desire. If that's truly your heart's desire, if it's truly a life-death situation for you, if you truly will not stop at anything, stop at nothing to get excellent, to become a master. If you've truly imbibed a craftsman mentality that seeps into your bones, if you truly are looking for perfection, then you will be doing that. And you won't stop until you are, and you will succeed because you won't stop until you are master. And that again circles back where? Straight to self-knowledge. Understanding what is it that is truly your heart's desire. What is it that you truly want? And not the want, not the desire of an ego generated want. Right? And your true self doesn't have any desires. That understanding will get you there. That your true self has no desires. Your true self is sufficient. Your true self is complete. And then your heart's desire is whatever you want it to be. Is your true spark, the movement of spirit, where your curiosity leads you, genuinely. You remember that it's all a play, but you play. Not for the sake of achievement, not for the accolades, not for the recognition, not for the money, not for the reputation, but for the experience. Play for the sake of play. Play for the sake of perfection. Becoming the best at this game. Becoming the best player. Be confident. Shanti.